I have a very special guest here on the channel today, an original Colt Pocket Navy made in 1861. We're not shooting reproductions today. I'm Dustin and you're watching Guns of the West. Well, first of all, let's just have a look at this beautiful gun. Made in 1861, according to my research based on its serial number. And speaking of serial numbers, they are all original. It's got it here, it's got it here, 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 and also on the cylinder right there, and they are all matching serial numbers. You can see the finish is pretty faded, if even existent at all anymore. Looks very familiar if you're used to looking at reproductions as far as the parts, but all of this is original. Now, I will say there's one exception to that. According to Snapper, who, as I mentioned in my other video from Snapper's Antique Firearms Unlimited, was kind enough to send this out to me to borrow and do a video for you. And again, Snapper, if you're watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But according to him, there is one part of this gun that is not original to it, and that is the hammer spring down here inside of the grip. But even though that spring is not original to this gun, it is a spring from the time period. It's not a new spring that he ordered. It's one from another antique gun. So everything on this is antique and from the 19th century. Again, 1861, according to the serial number on Colt's website. It's got the loading lever just like other cap and ball revolvers. This Pocket Navy is 36 caliber and it's a 5-shot. The cylinder looks like a 44 because of the way it steps up, but that's actually just because the cylinder is very small. It's 36, just stepped up large enough to be that, and just enough to have 5 chambers in it. On this side, you can see the marking here says Colt's patent. And one thing I never see on reproductions, if you look where my thumbnail is, it says 36 cal on the brass. Never seen that reproduced. Well, anyway, now that you've had a look at it, why don't we get it loaded up and we'll have some fun with it. So I've brought out some paper cartridges to shoot. They are actually round ball paper cartridges, but I've got some conicals we might try as well. And if you like the cartridge box, by the way, or the 12 capper, and all this stuff will be in the description below. It's at the gunsoftheweststore.com website. But let's go ahead and take out these cartridges. These holds caps in the box as well, but I'm actually going to use the ones I've already got in my capper. Take those out. You can probably tell I have dip lubed those in some of the Guns of the West lube. Now we just pull the hammer to the half cock position. That frees the cylinder, just like on the reproductions. And let's just see how my cartridges will fit in here. Also, before I get too far ahead of myself, these short little loading levers can really be brutal on your hands. So I've also got this product I reviewed recently from Slick Springs. It's called the Slick's Hand, and we're gonna give that a try today so that I'm not wearing out my fingers and palms on this. Instead, we'll just put the Slick's Hand right on there, and look at the leverage that gives me. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and get the others in. There's my second one. Slick's Hand on there. Third cartridge. Nice and hot today. It's getting that lube softened up. I was actually hoping to get sprinkled on a little bit just to cool off. Maybe I will. Alright, I had 6 cartridges in the box, but it's a 5-shot gun, so that is all of them. And then to get it capped, we'll just take the 12 capper here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gosh, that is handy. Again, look in the description for that. And now the gun is loaded up and ready to go. Let's keep the ears protected here. Now, I don't know how high this particular Colt is going to shoot, or if it's going to shoot high. So I've got my target set up just 15 yards away, not very far, and I'll start by using a rest. I'm going to use the multi-cal rest from Ransom International. I've got the hammer resting between chambers on what is left of the safety pins, which is not much. They're pretty worn down. You can see that cylinder can just turn. So I'm just sitting here being careful. But let's go ahead and try 5 shots with an original Colt. I have to really scrunch down here. Did not see where that one went. It works. Not bad for its age. Okay. I think that was actually a bullseye. That was a miss. We'll give that a second. I wasn't counting. I don't know if I'm out or if that just didn't fire. Oh, cap jam. That's my culprit. Let's go ahead and get those out of there. Come back around. All right, let's try that last shot one more time. Okay. Whew, smoky. All right. Well, that's an experience. If you haven't had a chance to shoot an original Colt, I don't know if you can see that smoke still rising out of there. What a sight. Snapper, thank you again so much. This is just fantastic. Tell you the truth, I don't care how accurate it is. I'm just having fun with it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the target. Okay, so what we've got one hit here. That was actually the last shot that I took. Got another one up here. I believe the first one went over the target. I wasn't positive, but there was dust up there above. And I think I lost one more just over the edge as well. But one of them actually hit the bullseye, and it's hard to see if it hit where it hit the bullseye because the bullseye is pretty shot up and it moves. It's actually a pretty cool interactive target. And just for fun, there is one of my freshly smashed 36 caliber round balls right there. It is now a 36 caliber flat ball. Well, anyway, let's go load it up with conicals. I want to shoot it some more. All right, we'll just take out the 5 I'm actually going to shoot this time. These cartridges, by the way, of course, are made with the Guns of the West paper cartridge kit. It does an outstanding job. And of course, it is also available to you. You can find that in the description down below, a link as well. Well, let's go ahead and load this up again. The conicals I'm using are the Colt Cartridge Works conicals made with a mold from Era's Gone bullet molds. Almost forgot to get out the slicks hand here. It's interesting, even on this pocket Navy, that's a smaller cylinder, but the chambers still hold same loads that I would be putting in a full-size 1851 Navy. And of course this capper holds 12, so it's still got plenty of caps in it for this round. They actually come in packs of 3, so you can do a lot of shooting before you have to fill it up again. And now we've got the revolver loaded and ready to go once again. All right, here we go again. 5 more shots. May have gone high on that one as well. Well, hard to say. Not much of a front sight on this old original. Let's go really low and see what happens. Might have another cap jam. By the way, the reason I wait, anytime you get a misfire, gun doesn't go off, it's always good just to give it a few seconds, make sure it's not a hang fire, which is a delayed fire. Yeah, that is a cap jam. That's a doozy too. I've got a couple of them and there's still one. What's happened is it's smashed right against the frame there. This will take me just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, we've got that resolved. And like I said, let's go real low. Yeah, that's it. It shoots real high. Another cap. Let's do that again. Ooh, that time I was just a little left of the target. So of those 5, I actually only hit the target once. I was holding much too high. With the conicals, it shoots a lot higher than with the round balls. So round balls might be a way to go on this gun. And as you can see, you can use them even with paper cartridges, but they were not point of aim, but they were closer to point of aim. Now, if you remember, I had 2 leftover cartridges, one with a round ball and one with a conical. So I've put those in, and I just want to fire those 2 shots just from a freestanding position, just for the fun of it. You can see the target now, and I've moved up by about 2 yards, so we're about 13 or so. Let's just see. I might hit it, I might not. Let's see. Ooh. I did not, but that was so close, just right on the left edge of the target. Now, I have no doubt whatsoever this gun can shoot more accurately than I'm shooting it. One thing you need to understand is with any cap and ball revolver, you're going to have to take some time. There is a learning curve to learn exactly where the sights like to be held, what load you want. I'm just using 17 grains of powder in these cartridges, and I loaded them all the same, so just a day of fun today, not really a true test. Just wanted to really experience this history and definitely wanted to bring all of you along. Also, I mentioned cap jams a couple of times, and I just noticed something as I was unloading there. Let's take a look and I'll show you. The gun is now empty, by the way, but this is the type of cap jam that I had when I had to stop the video. It might be hard for you to see, but I'm going to point with a toothpick. That is a percussion cap smashed against the frame, so I'm just going to gently move that, because when that's smashed in there, the hammer goes forward and it hits that and is not able to set off the cap that's on the nipple. So you have to watch for that. Especially Colts are prone to that. And there's numerous reasons for it. These are original nipples from the 1800s. So they don't have vent holes like, say, a slick shot nipple would. So you get some pressure pushing back. Also, this little notch in the hammer right there that rests on safety pins can actually hit that and pinch and pull off. It's not as bad on these originals as it is on the reproductions. There are some things you can do to mitigate it. Some people like to point the gun up as they cock the hammer to help allow caps to just fall out. You can do that. I don't worry too much about it, but if it does happen, if you're getting your shots not going off, take a look down in there, because there's a good chance you have a cap there. But wow, I just wanted to give you another close-up look. In fact, there's another marking I hadn't pointed out yet. It's very faint, but it says address, Colonel Sam L. Colt, New York, USA, America. I can't tell you in enough words. You can tell I'm just nerding out about this, but I just can't even tell you what it is to be able to hold such a piece of history when you love the Old West like I do. Well, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video today of a beautiful piece of history. It's just incredible to be able to get my hands on it. And thank you again one more time, Snapper from Snapper's Antique Firearms Unlimited. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you sharing this chance with me to have this opportunity. Please don't forget to click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos. And if you look in the description, you'll see where to find me on social media, as well as where to find all the great Guns of the West products, including the new Cap and Ball Revolvers online course. Thank you so much for watching.